Alright, what's up everybody, and welcome to the incredible adventures of Van Helsing, a game that I bought pretty much on a whim. You know, I saw it on sale on Steam for about $7.49. I didn't really know much about the game, but I had heard some good things about it. You know, it's sort of a Diablo Torchlight kind of game, action RPG, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy those kinds of games. And I thought, you know, I had some extra money and I thought, why not? Like I said, I heard some good things about it. Maybe a few people were complaining about some technical flaws the game had, but I think there's been some patches since the release of this game to sort of address some of that stuff. But there is one technical flaw that I sort of noticed immediately because it's something that is kind of important. For some reason, I can't just go into the options, go to video, and set it to 1280 by 720. It won't do it. It refuses. And I don't know why this is the case, but what I had to do in order to set it at this resolution is to set my monitor resolution to 1280 by 720 and then launch the game in full screen. Only then will it allow me to do this resolution. And I don't know, that strikes me as very, very strange. You know, most games, you can set it to whatever resolution you want. But not this one, apparently. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting indeed. But either way, let's get right in there. I do want to delete this character. As you can see, this is my level 3 Abraham. Just did some screwing around in the very first map of the game just to make sure the recording worked right and all that stuff, but I will delete. Get rid of you. Sorry, Abraham. And I will create a new Abraham. No. Racket Lord, because why not? And I will put it on hard. I'm definitely not going to go heroic, and I'm absolutely not going to do hardcore. I'm way too unfamiliar with this game to do that. So create Racket Lord. I guess his full name is Racket Lord Van Helsing. I kind of like that. Alright. Play. Single player. Story.
It all began with a call for help. A letter from Borgovia addressed to Van Helsing. The great monster slayer, my father. He doesn't take cases anymore, but I am a hunter too. So I set off on a journey with Lady Katarina, my remarkable companion. I'm an expert on the supernatural, and I seem to be drawn to it. Occasionally events get out of control, and then we have to leave in quite a hurry. Sometimes it's Katarina's fault. She can be quite reckless at times. Still, she always helps me save the day. And she also happens to be a ghost. My father rescued her from Borgovia, and she has been bound to serve our family ever since. Katarina often complains about it, but I think she really likes the thrill of the adventure. She is a charming soul, but she also has a darker side. Good. It comes in helpful when I'm in danger. Somewhere along the way, we slowly learned to work together. And finally, in the cold rain of Venice, we became a team. The last leg of the journey was by sea. Apart from the Kraken, the pirates, and the storms, it was mostly uneventful. I had time to ponder my mission. Once Borgovia was a dark place where monsters lived. Long ago, my father defeated the immortal kings, created a peace treaty, and entrusted the land to some enlightened individuals. What could have happened there? What could be even more frightening than the reign of monsters? The closer we drew to Borgovia, the more confusing the rumors became. The land behind the Thunderhead Mountains was wrapped in mystery. As our carriage approached the mountain pass, I had a sense of foreboding. It didn't really surprise me when I heard an explosion. The adventure has just begun.
Huh. So I'm not the Van Helsing, I'm his son. Fair enough. One thing I did sort of notice is that this first area seems like it takes quite a while to load. At least it did on my test recording. So I don't know, maybe load times might be a little bit of an issue. Definitely seems so. Oh, there we are.
You survived that? Katarina, shouldn't you help me out with this?
Please, they are just some ragged outlaws. See, it wasn't that difficult, was it?
So this is how they welcome folk around here.
Yes. Why? It is an ancient and venerable tradition.
Alright, basic tutorials, pretty much, you know. If you played Torchlight or Diablo games like I have, you know how to move. Switch between melee and range by pressing these icons or R. I prefer R. And I think, Q for healing. Okay. Gotta get that sweet potion. So, I don't know, I still haven't quite decided what kind of character I'm gonna go for. Let's see, I think you can actually set her behavior. Here we go. One of the things that I noticed. Defend. That seems good. I want her to collect gold. That seems quite useful. To have her go around and collect gold. So I don't have to. Now, would she collect these and they go into my stash or hers? Does she even have an inventory? I don't even know if she has an inventory. I don't think she does. Oh no, duh. It was the very first thing I saw. But no, I'll just have her pick up gold for now. That's fine. Let's do this thing. Mercurial essence. Cut him down. Cool. I'll have to take a look at that essence, see what that is. I don't think I picked one up before. Quickly equip an item by using right mouse button on it or drag and drop. It's fair enough. Got a new item in your inventory. I knew. Alchemical components and potions. Can be inserted into any item with an essence capacity at a laboratory. Oh, I see. Like sockets, basically. Kind of. 5% critical damage in a weapon. Dodge armor. Accessory mana. Interesting. +7 DPS. Sounds good to me. That's garbage. Alright, let's continue. Oh my god, there's so many people. Wait a minute.
Oh my. That was stupid.
I'm impressed, actually. They do have a sense of theatrics.
We could still fly over the chasm.
Really?
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget how human you are.
We should follow the normal pathway there.
Well, that's unfortunate for me, but I got a ring. 10 HP, slight DPS increase, and protection. Nice. That's exactly the same. Oh, I should probably keep these. Sell them for gold. I don't know how important gold is in this game. I think it's safe to assume that it's at least somewhat important. Level up. Nice. New points available. Press this icon to open your skill and ability windows where you can upgrade your stats. Okay. Spend your ability points by clicking the plus buttons. Alright. I have 5 available. So I guess now it's really time to decide what kind of character I want to make. Spend skill points by clicking on the plus buttons or double clicking a skill icon. Okay. So do I want to be melee, ranged? What's this? Available auras. Passive skill increases critical damage multiplier as long as I have max rage. And rage is this yellow meter here. I think it goes down by itself over time, but as you kill enemies, it keeps going up. It's not really going down right now, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Bonus critical damage while at max rage. I have 3 points. But yeah, I don't, I mean, I assume some range stuff is pretty good. Eight shots at once in a 50-degree arc. But yeah, like I said, I'm going into this game pretty much blind. I have no idea, you know, what builds are the best. Right now I'm leaning either toward going just full melee, not putting any points into ranged at all, or sort of splitting between them. I think for the time being, I'll at least get some melee buff stuff. 50% melee damage. Heavy strike. Or I can up my basic melee attack damage. Put 1 point there. Minimum level 3 required for the next one. I gotta get level 5 if I want to go down. Okay. Level 4 required for these. Alright, I see how it works. Melee damage for heavy strike. I'll do that. Bonus crit. Oh, or healing. Healing does seem pretty useful. I think I'm gonna go for Rampage for this first one. Bonus crit damage definitely seems nice. Alright. Well, if I am going to go into melee, I'm going to need high body. Dexterity increases range damage and dodge. Willpower, pretty obvious. Mana and spell power. Luck. Increases gold find, magic find, dodging. Also increases damage dealt by crits. That does seem good. Dexterity. I'm kind of thinking of going 3-2 body and luck. I'm sort of approaching this as a, how I sort of did it when I played Torchlight 2. You know, you know. Damn. My voice is just giving up right now. But yeah, in Torchlight 2, I had my main skill, which I put 3 points into, and my secondary, which I put 2 points into. And right now it's looking like body will be my main, and luck will be my secondary. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read up and sort of get a good idea about what's good and what's not in this game, but for the time being, I'll do this. 2% crit hit increase. 4% gold find, and I just put 2 points into it. That does seem interesting. I wonder if there's what's the term for it now? Diminishing returns. There's got to be diminishing returns at some point. But for the time being, that'll do. That'll do. Let's just continue. Gold. Oh yeah, you get it. I won't worry about it. Whoa, now. Cool. What is... Arcane healing is A. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Let's use it right there. That's a good way to use some fast healing without wasting a potion. Plus 2 protect. Oh, one's still alive. Plus 2 protection. Essence capacity 13. I don't even know what that means. Essence capacity. Let's get some armor. Actually, no. Don't do anything with that. I was gonna ditch it, but I could sell it. Plus 2 protection. 13 essence capacity. Essence cost 5. Okay, I think I see how that works. What's this? Shrine of Virtue. Damage. Nice. Get it. I wonder if there's some kind of melee skill that allows you to hit, you know, sort of like a little AoE with your melee strikes, because I can see that being useful. Especially if I get surrounded by dudes. Light leather gloves. It's not as good. I also got to keep in mind I am playing on hard, which is probably a mistake. Especially since I'm unfamiliar with the game. But we'll see how it goes. Primordial essence. Okay, there's multiple types of essences. I do want to check it out, though. Primordial. Magic find, luck, and gold find. Huh. Alright.
Look, a domovoy with a bag full of treasure.
Oh, you are dead. Come here. You asshole.
What's the matter with him?
He looked like he'd seen a ghost.
No, don't blame this on me. You started chasing him.
He had loot. Why wouldn't I? Holy hell. Oh, they scorpioned me. So it looks like respawning is actually pretty lenient. It also looks like it works similar to Torchlight. In fact, yeah, let's take another look at that. I could respawn right here for 34 gold. Or a checkpoint for free. And I haven't gotten to town yet, so I can't do that. Alright, these guys laughing is getting on my nerves. Damn!
Don't have any healing potions.
Oh, Jesus. Let's switch to ranged. Reputation. A perk has become available. Click here to choose a perk for your character. Perks are special bonuses that are unlocked by meeting certain conditions, such as specific ability levels or skill combinations. Interesting. Perks available. 10% damage while at max rage. Respawn, cooldown, HP regen. From my ghost Lady Katarina. +2 levels for the arcane healing spell. First attack has a 10% critical chance against every enemy. Huh. When you die, you merely become incorporeal for 4 seconds. Keep in mind that you only get the second chance every 3 minutes. Interesting. You've learned how to arrange your inventory more efficiently and thus become able to carry twice as much. I do enjoy having an additional inventory page. I like the sound of that. Max damage. Or damage when I'm at max rage, though. I do... I tend to pick up everything. Like all this stuff right there, I'm totally gonna pick all of that up. An additional inventory page seems nice. I wonder, are these all of the perks in the game, or am I gonna be able to get more? I don't know. To hell with it. Collector. Learning this perk cannot be undone. Yes. I am okay with that. Kind of. And I leveled up. Let's do it again. 3 body. 2 luck. Alright. That's done. Lightning strike. Hits a single enemy with a normal attack. Generates lightning bolts that damage additional enemies nearby. And it costs mana. Parry expertise. Minimum level 4 for these. Cleave, that seems like what I was looking for. I gotta be level 4 for it though, damn it. Lightning strike seems okay, but I don't know. Ooh. 10% max hit points, that seems nice. Doubles HP regen while I'm at low HP. Well, I'm definitely going to be waiting for that. %60 bonus crit damage while at max rage. Interesting. I think I'll put 1 point into that. Just boost my overall damage just a little bit. Precise strike. I don't think I want to go for that. Looks like Cleave leads into Earthquake. Violent shockwave rips through the earth in front of the caster, damaging everyone in its 4-meter wide, 15-meter long wake. That seems pretty sweet. Embracing flames. Ring of fire around me. Lasts for 5 seconds. I like the idea of going to Cleave and then getting Earthquake. I like that. I think I want to do that. I think for the time being, though, I'll get that just for the time being. I wonder if there's a respec. I don't know if you can respec in this game. If not, that's fine, but still. Would be nice to know. Oh, my rage is ticking down. I'll get that as well. Screw it.